Alright, so we have yet another attempt at a Saheeli Karn shell. We've talked about these feeling really powerful together. We've got a bunch of other planeswalkers mixed in here. We've got Sarkhan the Fireblood for some filtering, some Samut Tyrant Smasher here, some Sarkhan, some Chandra generate some cards, some Treasure Map to provide some selection, some Mobilized District to provide a little bit of beatdown. Got some Ugin in the sideboard for when we want to be a little bit more controlling. And let's just dive into some matches, shall we? Yeah, New Narset and Teferi both seem really good, believe it or not. Cards that mess with people playing blue cards good in the format where Red Elemental Blast is main deckable. Again, Polly, when you want to criticize card choices that are in deck lists, I'd encourage you to be constructive and specific rather than just to tear down selections. So if you think a different card could fill a better role, explain why you think it's better. Explain why you think the card that's currently being played is bad. This serves to help other people learn as opposed to just telling them that their card choices are bad. Hey, Caldroid, thanks for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thief of Sanity. And I've got Lava Coil. I'm actually going to play Blue-Black Kefnet again today, and I'm still not playing Mobilized District in that deck. Come eat pizza. I think, what's the word that I'm searching for? I think that, I think Mobilized District is much worse than... Blast Zone in a deck like Blue-Black that, like, struggles to answer certain permanent types. I also think that the blue-black deck probably wants something like Field of Ruin as an extra tool against, like, the other control decks that search for Ascanta decks.
Trust me, you'll thank me later.
Yeah, Samut makes Sarkhan really good the turn you play him. Lets him hit for a giant pile of damage.
What's that smell? Oh, it's you burning.
Enjoy and live like a king.
So, I'd actually argue this deck's not that creature light though, Polly. So you're saying this deck's creature light, and I agree with you in the fact that, like, there aren't creature spells in it, but this makes creatures, this makes creatures, this makes creatures, this makes creatures. We have a variety of things that make creatures in our deck. So I think just, like, looking at the deck and going like, oh, there's no creatures, you can't play Samut, I think that's not an accurate representation of what's going on. That being said, I don't think I want this against a deck where we're the control deck. I think they're probably Esper heroes, so I'm going to bring in Fiery Cannonade as a way to sweep up their board. Lightning Strike seems reasonable as well. I probably want some number of these to deal with Thief of Sanity. Need one more cut here. Tibalt's text box probably isn't super relevant. My only complaint is that Sarkhan can't ramp out Sarkhan. That's true. That's true. That would be ideal. I'm also not convinced that Krenko in the sideboard here is better than Legion Warboss. I guess Krenko serves as a legendary creature with Mobilized District, but that seems kind of narrow. Legion Warboss just pushed out so much damage, so much more quickly. So the problem, Giddle, is that Interplanar Beacon can be awkward with things like 3-mana Sarkhan. Just because I can't make red, it has to make 2 different color mana. This hand's pretty bad against turn 3 Thief, huh? Never not turn 3 Thief. That's true. Krenko is good with the one of Samut. But, like, playing a 2 of to be good with your 1 of, probably not a good place to be in life. You're watching match 1 heading to game 3. Choice. Just rolled into standard. And obviously, this hand is also not great against Thief, but the problem is, if you mulligan a hand like this, looking for answers to Thief of Sanity, and your opponent has discarded the Thief of Sanity and takes your only answer, you've now mulliganed and put yourself at a disadvantage for no upside. I don't know that I'm sold on Chandra. The fact that she's a 4-mana planeswalker that's unable to impact the board, I think makes her leave a little bit to be desired. And we knew they were a hero deck game 1, CJNJ. Thief of Sanity in the main deck implies that they're a hero deck from the get-go, for people not too familiar with the format. Looking for a Fiery Cannonade here. Brutal.
I am proud to have fought. I'll make use of that later.
Probably see their Teferi bounce this map. They have a 6-mana Liliana.
Don't worry, I got this. This isn't. We need to move quickly.
We got thoroughly dismantled this game.
You and I are gonna take them out. Sit back and watch it burn.
She's Blast Stone to clean up their tokens, right? Have another D-Spark here. Now, if they had that, they would have killed the Chandra in response to the hero dying, right? Alright. You have Chandra, Treasure Map, and Mobilized District. Stefri tucking her in. They're probably just reading to see what happens when if they attack her. I mean, Star of Extinction symmetrical, right? I agree, Sampan. I have been unimpressed with the Blood Artist style effect in that deck.
You will be a pile of ashes!
That didn't pan out.
That's the joke, tuners. Hey, Dijo Prez, thank you for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around.
It's just gonna be bad for you.
Do your worst. I know what I'm doing.
Alright. Let's mobilize my people. He's dead, Jim. You've killed him. So they can kill Baby Sarkhan here. Baby Sarkhan do 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 do. Baby Sarkhan do 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 do. Baby Sarkhan do 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 do.
Hold that thought.
They can also kill Chandra.
Impossible.
If their last card isn't good here, we might have a real shot. Yup.
Let's light it up!
Huh? If they want to attack her. Really? Okay.
You need to slow down.
As you will. Alright, they've got a good one on top, huh?
Here we go.
I bought him that. I still have Fiery Cannonades in my deck. Like if I find one of those, I'm in a pretty good spot. And now it's either Saheeli or there's a Chandra underneath here, so I think I'd rather just draw the Chandra.
No sword can pierce my scales.
I guess they can trade Little Teferi for my Sarkhan here if they want. Do we have the Esper Walker's list that I've refined a bit? We do not, Aites. So the one that has the 4 Narcissits in the main has not been re-added. Black Rabbit, thanks for the 4 months. I appreciate that. That is super aggressive. I guess they're just like putting me dead to these tokens, huh? That makes sense. You're not a Fiery Cannonade. You're not a Fiery Cannonade. One could argue I was a master at beating. One could argue I was a master at beating.
What know you of dragons?
Alright, need 2 bricks.
Magnificent! Keep up the pace.
How did Legacy go? The new 3-mana Planeswalkers felt really good, but the specific build of Jeskai we played did not seem fantastic. Oh, no! Oh, opponent! Oh, these cards have text, opponent! Oh, no, not text boxes! Oh, no! Do-do-do-do.
Would rather die than
Alright, and I'm gonna play this new Sarkhan out here and make another dragon. So that way I'm not dead to a removal spell.
end has arrived.
Alright, someone call the police, because I think there's been a robbery here, chat. I think there's been a robbery, chat. Call the police. Alrighty. Sometimes you win games that you're not supposed to win. Sometimes you get a little sneaky. Hey, Red Dolph, thanks for keeping me around. Hope life's treating you well. Bye, Felicia. Maybe I'm not supposed to Lava Coil there because I have the Blast Stone in my hand. That's a possibility. Hey, Seekeel, thank you for the biddies. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Be sure to take a peep at the deck queue and let me know if there's a deck in there you'd like to bump up. I appreciate the support. Rexbox coming in hot with the 4th month. Welcome back. Well, that's rude. I eat coming in hot with the $10 tip. Ooh.
Innovation knows no bounds.
Innovation knows no bounds. Add Esper Walkers to your queue. Will do. 10 out of 10.
Let's do this. There's no problem. Fire.
Aw, Shiv and Fire. Alright, so let's start with this, because we could hit a land.
Let's light it up.
I think I'm actually plussing Sarkhan and just not doing anything here.
My scales.
I think I like both the cards in my hand.
What madness!
Hey, thanks for linking them in the deck, Wolfie.
The dragon does not lose!
This is just gonna be bad for you.
You're right. Marty's build in the queue is different. And he made some of the changes I talked about, and he splashed Cindervines and Collision Colossus. That's funny. We'll swap after this. So, this deck's been getting pushed back for a couple of days. So, I had previously imported it, and I forgot to check if he had updates last night.
Creature, let's see how you work.
Nah, I should have checked, Marty. It's just been in the queue for a couple of days, and I've been just slammed. Hey, Holy Flab. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around.
You will regret this. What's that smell? Oh, it's you burning.
So this is pretty sweet. I get to do this. And I can start cranking up Blast Zone. Yeah, the best way to get wild cards is just buying packs. Every 6 packs you open, you get a rare wild card. Dollar bills, y'all. I think I'm actually just gonna let Chandra go to 1 here. Because Blast Zone's gonna crank to 2 here. Which means I get to kill both of these things. So I don't really want to trade my tokens for them.
Sit back and watch it burn.
I'm just gonna go ahead and pass here. The fact that I burned through 3 of my Lava Coils here already probably means I'm dead. Do I have lethal? It's a good question, actually. Can I possibly kill him on the backswing here? So, I get to do this, which kills their 2-drops. And then, I can't Lightning Strike them. I think I just Lightning Strike this one that's attacking my Chandra here and keep her alive. Then, like, I have another Saheeli here, so I think I just let these kill her. I could trade this here, but I think I'm okay with this just happening. If I draw like 2 spells here, we're in a pretty good spot. 1 spell? Can I draw 1 spell? Perfect.
Oh, it's you burning.
Oh no, I punted. Oh no, that's a huge mistake.
You've never seen anything like this.
That's really... Did I miss lethal? I would have had 4. I could have done 3. No, they weren't dead, but I definitely missed a token. Which means this is smaller too, so it's a really big deal.
You don't need me anymore. No.
Yeah, that attack does leave them dead on board, doesn't it? Seems like a loose attack. I'd like to report another robbery. Man, this deck, we should call this mono red prison because it needs to go to jail. All it does is steal. All it does is steal wins, chat. All it does is steal wins. I mean, you could argue that this is actually a justice stream because like my opponents have been like throwing games away and we've been winning after they've been punting. Steal those wins. Thank you for the bit, Sufa. Mono red bandit. Yep. I think I want to max on strikes and coils and Shivan fires here. Do I want to trim some number of Sarkhan? He's probably a little bit hard to defend. Esper friends in the queue will do. Oh, big cut the line tip coming in. We'll take a peek at that one and see what we're playing next. And we'll do Flab. Thanks for the support. I think this is a mulligan on the draw. I'm impatient. Where can I put my deck list to get it played today or tomorrow? Well, Sampan, you could have linked it in the donation there. But I'd be happy to play it today if you just get me a list somewhere. You can DM me on Twitch or put the form through on my website, whatever you'd like to do. Ever-terrifying Zerta Goblin. I think I'm probably lightning striking that this turn. As a newbie to Magic, can you elaborate on how you think about mulligans on the play versus the draw? Yeah, so on the... This is a great example. So on the draw, my opponent's start is almost certainly going to be faster than mine, which means against an aggressive deck like this, I'm more inclined to mulligan for interaction like my lightning strikes and my lava coils in a matchup like this because I need them to see them sooner on the draw than on the play because I'm going to have less time to develop my board before my opponent develops the board. Is it the black-white aristocrats one, Sampan? We're looking for I was just about to say, we're looking for Lava Coil. May the run goods continue. Perfect, Sampan. It'll be up next. Hey, Tutors, coming in hot with the sub gifties. Good morning to you. Hope you're having a good one. I think I'm just looking for more removal spells here. I think I'm burning my treasures. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make a 4/4. I'm gonna lightning strike this Growth Chamber Guardian. Hey, Sampon, have you tried Oketra in your Aristocrats build? I was watching Wyatt Darby play Black White Aristocrats last night, and he had Oketra, 3 copies of Oketra, and it was really good. So I don't just want to make 4/4 Construct there, because I would prefer to not have their Growth Chamber Guardian, find some friends.
I will consume you.
Yes, yeah. You can, that is exactly what you can do.
When you understand realize your past is unwritten. They are coming.
Experimental Frenzy. Well, that's marginally terrifying.
The fabric of the multiverse open.
Until you have some solutions must be built.
Look to the skies.
And actually, I'm just gonna play another Karn and downtick the new Karn. I think I just want to go as wide as possible here. Protect my Planeswalkers so I can kill them with Sarkhan's Plus next turn.
Death comes for us all.
They're still dead on board, right? I downtick Karn and they die. Will do, Tutors. Thanks for the support. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm gonna grab Marty's latest list. So we're 2-0 through a little bit of good beats and opponents making some small missteps. We're gonna update the deck list here because Marty the person who submitted it had some updates. We have a small green splash, which I think is not unreasonable. Cindervines is really good. The bandit got away again. Ugin is real good. Ugin's like fixed target problem. Yeah. Yep, control decks that pivot quickly are some of my favorite to play for sure. Ones that's like, it's like we're interacting, kill you. And Sarkhan does a really good job of that. It's like letting you pivot hard and fast. Saheeli's a great pickup here. Although I think I want to prioritize just taking this off the table. When people start screaming, just sit back and watch it burn. Listen, Chandra, I think you might benefit from some therapy. God, why are we so good at this? Why are we so good at this? Alright, so the real question is, Do I give up the Chandra uptick to get the Lava Coil the bird? I think I do.
If it's a challenge you want, then a challenge you'll get.
Like I lose the Karn here. I think it's worth losing the Karn.
This is just gonna be bad for you.
I adore
I think I'm just gonna pass here. And then this turn, I'm gonna collision their Rekindling Phoenix. Let's see how they attack here. I think they might just be dead on the backswing. We're actually just gonna kill them next turn, right? So this hits for 12, 16, 19. This tech's really sweet when it works.
I fight with a dragon's rage. I summon you.
I like to think fast.
The old 20-0. No big deal. No big deal. No big deal. Just running him down. That was quite the pivot. Pivot. This is sweet when it works. Maybe the most painful thing for my jank-loving self to hear. Thank you for the very generous tier 2 resub order. Welcome back. Let me know which deck of the queue you'd like to bump up this month for that level of support. Salamander coming in with the brand new Twitch Prime. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. I'm going to trim a Sarkhan in a map here and just board in some extra lightning strikes. That's true. The collision was much better than Ship and Fire there. I think we have 3 Tibbers, Scooter. Is it 3? 3 stones, right? Yeah, there's 3 Tibs. We got 24 Planeswalkers and 3 Tibalts. Mobilized District cheering a little bit louder on that one, yep. I think I have to mulligan this in the draw. Again, just like no lightning coil or no lightning coil, lava coil or lightning strike. No lightning coils in the opener, got a mulligan. Warriors, come out and play. Use a Field of Ruin to shuffle away a Kefnet. Yeah, it's good clean living. Yeah, I think so, Pizza. I think I just want to work to keep the board clear here. Although burning this proactively feels bad if they have Rekindling Phoenix, but like playing a Planeswalker out into their 4/4 doesn't sound appealing. Start with Karn.
I advise that you yield.
That's incorrect, like Amash. Otherwise, the 3-mana Gideon Planeswalker just wouldn't work. Well chosen. Alright, Karn. We've got huge checks of land here.
It's my turn. Let's light it up.
Light it up. We're on fire. Well, we flooded out a little bit this game. Thankfully, we have a third game here where we're going to be on the play. Not just done yet. So we could, I guess if we like hit a, wow, they're just straight up ignoring my Planeswalkers. Have a little goddamn respect, why don't ya?
This is just gonna be bad for you.
This is just gonna be bad for you.
Good choice.
Yeah, they don't have green to activate the Guardian. Also true.
I fight with a dragon. I will.
Oh, come on. That was that's some sick lag. I don't know what happened there. Probably my fault. I like thought I clicked, then like went to move my mouse over and apparently hadn't actually clicked yet.
What's that smell? Oh, it's you burning.
It's an exile, nothing useful.
Yes.
You may regret that choice.
I don't have two strikes. When I clicked over here, this strike is the strike that's exiled by Chandra. Those are the same strike. Probably dead. I can only cast this till end of turn, right? Dead to a variety of things. Her ultimate really isn't that good, huh? I guess it does 7 damage. Wow, do they actually have Stone Cold Nothing?
How this thing meet my newest friend.
What? What? We are just so unreasonably lucky with this deck today. Just unreasonably lucky. We get a lot of looks at a Sarkhan. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do 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 do. Oh. After yesterday's stream where I like struggled to find a deck of the day, it's nice to have something in contention for deck of the day nice and early. Nice and early. Right off the bat, we're just like, you know what? This one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. Not bad. .jpg. This is our first standard deck of the day.
Methods.
Someone was asking me to compare this to the other red-green deck that we played. And I almost didn't put the green in the title because the green's a very small splash. This is basically a mono red deck. And I think comparing this deck to the mono green deck, the red green deck we played the other day, is a mistake. I think they're functionally very, very different decks.
Play nice, they said. Oh, they're so cute.
Decks having a key card that overlaps does not mean the decks are the same deck by any stretch of the imagination. If they have that instant that deals 4 to my creature and 2 to theirs, we could be in a little bit of trouble here. Howdy, Uncle Gale. For people wondering why I blocked there, it's because I missed that their creature had trample.
What? My hair is on fire? I sit back and watch it burn.
Chandra hit us the land to propel us into this Ugin, which is nice.
Whatever. Figure it out on your own.
Someone asked, is this better than the aggressive build? I would really discourage you or encourage you to stop thinking about decks that are not the same archetype or close to each other as having to be strictly better or worse than each other. In a well-balanced, well-designed format that supports a variety of different decks in its gameplay, a deck doesn't have to be strictly better or strictly worse than something else. A lot of the times, it just operates on a different axis, and that's okay. I do agree that Chandra has felt a little bit clunky as a 4-of, and I've kind of found myself wishing I had more Sarkhans. So I might switch the 3-4 split on those in favor of Sarkhan. Because, like, when you draw multiple Sarkhans, you can just, like, play the second one and make another dragon, which is pretty good. Up high, Eligor. Thank you for the 3-month resub. Is Cindervines good versus Feather? I would argue it's likely not good versus Feather in our deck. Because our deck is not applying a significant amount of pressure. So if we can't leverage the extra damage we're dealing with that card, it's not really ideal. Alright, I'm going to cut a map for another land here. I think not playing 25 lands in a deck with a curve as high as this one is pretty greedy. Add another Field of Runes that's got some good utility. And Field of Rune is like a colorless land that can turn into a red source when we need another red source. Hello, oldest son. What? You want to say hi to the internet? You want candy?
Yeah.
You can't eat candy. You need to eat actual food.
Oh man.
Oh man, I know. That's my response too sometimes. So I think we skip playing Baby Sarkhan this turn because he's just gonna die in combat. I don't really want to play him as a gain for. I think I'm just gonna pass and play the Lightning Strike something. Hey, Gnome, thanks to 11 months. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I wonder if this deck just wants, like, Goblin Chain Whirler in its 75. The mana base can support it, and that card's just, like, really good. I am not certain we can beat that. Yeah, I think we're just dead here. I'm gonna pack it in. I think I want Fiery Cannonades to clean up their tokens and stuff, more Lightning Strikes to kill their cheap stuff. Maybe this isn't good enough. I will be right back. I mean, I have a 3-4 curve. The problem is, like, this isn't actually a removal spell here early. Like, this doesn't kill something on 2. I do 9 lands and 14 cards as mono red. Yep. That's how it goes sometimes.
Are painfully slow.
I think we should remove the green because you were luckier before we added that. Ain't that the truth? If they attack with this, I'm going to snap off the block because forcing them to spend all their mana this turn is good. I don't want them to kill my Tibalt here either, so like either trading this for this or forcing them to invest their entire turn pumping this is a win for us. So, like, they generate card advantage here, but our hand is full of potential card advantage, so we basically are just excited about that trade because it gets us ahead on board presence effectively. Or stops them from getting ahead on board presence, I should say.
Fire, no problem fire can't solve.
I adore an audience.
Am I blocking here? I don't think so. You can kill my Tibalt. Yeah, Lava Coil would be a good one to hit there. But again, like, when stuff like this happens, you really need to just remember that, like, it's really no different than, like, if we never saw that Lava Coil this game. So, like, rolling over a card that we can't cast feels bad emotionally, but from a practicality standpoint, it's, like, really not a big deal. Is the opponent manually tapping? It looks like it.
I am out of here.
I'm gonna leave this devil back. So this way, if they...
Behold!
This way, if they kill this, I have a chump blocker to keep my Sarkhan alive for a turn. Yeah, Blaststone is an elegant answer to the Growth Chamber Guardians if they start piling those out. Notably, opponent's missing second green here, which is probably going to choke up the spells they're able to cast. Aren't there times where you don't want to uptick Chandra because the chances of you hitting a card you can play are so low? No, not at all, Macabre. In fact, that's what I'm trying to talk about with this Lava Coil. You should always uptick your Chandra because exiling a card you can't play doesn't matter because it's no different than if you never draw that game. Drew that card. Unlike a game like Hearthstone where decks are small and you frequently see your entire deck in a game, in Magic that doesn't happen. The number of games you play where you see your entire deck are almost non-existent.
Listen to them roar.
It feels bad, but it's mathematically correct. So exiling that Lava Coil is no different than that Lava Coil was stuck on the bottom of my deck and I was never going to see it anyways. Correct, yes. That's exactly right. If you know the top card of your library, it can be correct to not do it. But if you don't know, you should always plus.
Are you ready?
You have a seal away? I do. Okay. You know, against Bant, maybe I'm supposed to bring in my Cindervines because they have all this enchantment removal. Okay, I think I'm boarded wrong.
It's only a matter of time.
Sure, but you want the loyalty counter on Chandra. Like, you're getting value by plussing the Chandra because her loyalty goes up. So, even though you tap out to play Chandra on 4, you still want to plus her because there is a chance that you just hit a... Am I going to get Frilled Mystics here? I think you're incorrect, Navier. I think your assessment that most Bantless don't have Prison Realm in them or things like Seal Away is wrong. Blaststone could unlock my friends, that's true. It's possible, because they were holding up Frilled Mystic here, that it's an ideal turn to take up the Blaststone and just pass. We're still in a fine spot, but I think I could have prevented them from using their mana on their Frilled Mystic that turn. Pretty decent exchange for me. I'm just gonna let Tibalt die here because this Tithe Taker gets cleared by Blast Zone.
Game over.
Please play a Growth Chamber Guardian. Rats. Yeah, I declined to play in that one. I don't play Limited. I find Limited kind of tedious. I'm going to leave one of these back in case they have a frilled mistake. The thing they're talking about today is a Twitch Rivals tournament, which is different than the thing... Twitch understands how to run a tournament and competitive integrity and stuff like that. How are they doing a limited arena tournament? I don't know. It's some weird formatting. I don't actually know all the details because I didn't care to ask. If you look it up, there are probably details posted, but how? I don't know offhand. Sinister Sabotage. That's a good one to know about.
They are coming.
What if we just, like, smack you for 8? Or dead in the air next turn? They kept a card on top, though.
Come on.
I traded my district as opposed to using my lightning strike because this way I have 2 4/4 flyers next turn plus a lightning strike to potentially be lethal. So they have to beat this plus this. So they need a way to exile this still, which it looks like they don't. This lightning strike will be lethal. So after playing 60 plus games with Sarkhan, this is the list that felt the best. I found myself boarding Warboss most of the time because it's so good with Tomri. That doesn't seem unreasonable. Yeah, we can give that list a try. I like a lot of your card choices. I said I wanted to bring in a couple of Cindervines for the last game. I know that Collision Colossus is especially perfect. I guess, why did I board in Fiery Cannonade? I guess they had a couple of tokens in the first game. I'm gonna trim that. How's Chandra been? She's okay. Interesting design, like card advantage that like deals damage when they try and take her off the table. I haven't seen much Nexus running around best of 3. Do you have any idea why? Yeah, because I don't think there's many people who actually enjoy playing Wilderness Reclamation, and most people play Magic for fun. Nissa main. I don't know about Nissa main. I think it would have to be like one of your Legion Warboss slots, but that pulls your curve up a good deal. I'm not sure that you can fit like it. Actually, it's probably the Chandra slot is what it is, Gorks. That's probably the answer. It's probably the Chandra slot if you wanted the fitness in the main. The other thing to keep in mind is that whatever amount you're seeing is like a pretty small sample size. There are a lot of people playing a lot of Arena right now. Alright, we hit a land at least. That's good. I think I just want to get Tibalt going here. And flip some blockers into play. Maybe I'm supposed to do this first.
My friend is
They get a free attack on her, though, if I lead on her is the annoying part. I'm interested to see what my numbers are going to look like today with a bunch of people playing in the Rivals tournament. It's a limited tournament, so I'm hoping we'll still have good numbers here for Constructed, but we'll see. I'm planning to go till about 6 o'clock again. Ooh, that's unfortunate. So this lets them bounce the devil and then kill Tibalt.
Might be a bad idea.
Well, this wasn't very fun.
Yeah, the format is strange.
My creations are things of beauty.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Yeah, we're pretty buried. Not a whole lot we can do there without lands. Alright, so we're on like 3 and 2. My main takeaway from this is, and this is something I've been feeling more and more in other decks. So like last season, we put Treasure Map and Karn in a lot of decks together just because they synergized well. I'm not sure that Treasure Map's actually very good anymore. And the part of the problem why I don't think it's very good in these decks, if you look at the curves in these decks, we're like, if you play Map on 2, and then you want to play a 3-drop on 3, and you want to play a 4-drop on 4, you're actually not activating the map. So while Map is powerful, if you're trying to go 2, 3, 4, your map is incredibly slow to actually start getting activated and start actually doing something meaningful for us. And I feel like with so many good 3 and 4 mana planeswalkers and other things we want to tap out for, this card just leaves a lot more and more to be desired. I almost feel like I'd want to like just cut these and like add another Ugin, add another Blast Zone as an extra land, and then just like add another spell. Like drag this other Lightning Strike into the main. Something like this. I think that does not seem unreasonable. Alright, what are we doing? We gotta cut the line in for black, white,